Hi everyone, it's Molly Knight Forde from mollyknightforde.com. I want to talk to you a little bit about mindfulness. And I've noticed that when I ask people what they think mindfulness is, they start to tell me what I know as focus. And they describe to me often the act of following the actions. For example, if I pick up my cup of tea and I get the sensate information that the cup is warm, and I look at what color the cup is, and I watch myself bring the cup up to my mouth, I taste the tea. What's happening here is that I'm focusing my thinking on sensory perception and what my actions are doing. And I think that we could really call this thinkfulness, because when there is not the presence of your body and an awareness of your body, together with a sense of self and being awake, then what we're doing is simply feeding our thinking and thinking that we're being mindful. So if I go to do a task and I decide I'm going to keep my mind on what I'm doing instead of off with thoughts somewhere else, that's certainly helpful, but it's helpful for our focus and for our thinking. If we don't have a sense of ourselves watching ourselves, a sense of wakefulness that is different from thinkfulness, then we're not really being mindful. I know that mindfulness is a buzzword. It's out there, it's used too much, and the way that I teach mindfulness is through intentional sensation. And when we can learn to use sensation intentionally as a tool to bring ourselves into a state, a waking state, instead of a dreaming, walking around state that is unconscious of our conditioning and our patterns, then we can be more equipped when we are hit with reaction and negative emotion. Using this tool of sensation to become truly mindful was life-changing for me. And I have found that it has been life-changing for so many of you also. So today I wanted to simply make that distinction, that mindfulness is not having your thoughts follow what you're doing. That's kind of easy. And if I want to develop something more than being in my intellectual center, I have to start learning to combine the action of all three of my centers to bring about integration and a waking state. Now, sometimes we just wake up and all of a sudden we realize, hey, I'm here, and I realize that I'm here. We don't know how that happened. It just happens. Usually it's because there's a larger pool of a higher frequency that is contributing to our energetic capacity to be here. But most of the time we leak lots of energy worrying about the past or wondering about the future, worrying about what people think, feeling guilty, feeling resentment, wishing people would love us more, etc., etc., etc. That's a huge energy leak. It's not mindfulness. So if we can't bring ourselves to mindfulness, we have to start to do the practices that we know will bring us to this waking state. And as we practice it more, we'll start to see that mindfulness can never be thinkfulness. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.